Do you want to do the thing?
Sign up Lily School tomorrow is the original family of the offer. So Randy will see.
There's nowhere to run. I know. I'm like,
Thank you very Rhoda, are you in here?
And here's your training.
so I go this side?
I think it's back side.
Okay. Oh, thank you. It's right there, Chuck. Okay, thank you.
Oh, right here.
Are you keeping your music here, or are you taking it everywhere? Are you putting your music on here, or are you taking it everywhere?
All right, brother. Yeah.
Watching you do your
All right, brother. Yeah.
watching you do your
Oh, I guess the whole time. The uncomfortable silence.
Between every song.
That's a great way to start off the show, right? By kicking the stand off the stage. Thank you. Thank you, Nathan. Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us this evening for a little bit of music, mirth, merriment, and the macabre. My name is Arthur, and this talented dude on the piano over here, you all know who he is. That's Giuseppe. That's right. He flew all the way in from Italy to treat you to some wonderful music this evening. We are the 2D composers, he and I. Tonight you'll hear a little music written by him, a little music written by me. We're also going to do a few fun song covers that I hope you enjoy. And joining us on the stage are some of LA's most talented musicians. Let me introduce them to you. Gina on the flute, Ray on the violin, Jessica on the violin, David on the viola, Evgeny on the cello. We have Donovan on the bass. We have Jean-Luc on the drums. Beetlejuice, of course, is playing the organ for us. Randy Wolf. And Chris, the devil himself, is on saxophone and Luis on trumpet. And of course, Giuseppe and I are going to tag team a bit on the piano. So, without further ado, let's take a stroll through the graveyard. Giuseppe, take it away. Almost like you're watching a Hollywood Graveyard video, right? So, we've enjoyed a little bit of the playful side of Halloween. Let's change things up a bit. Let's take a trip back to the early 1800s and enter the dark and disturbed mind of Edgar Allan Poe. Let's go a little more haunting, a little more spooky. What do you say? We're going to perform a piece for you inspired by Edgar Allan Poe, but to get to the mood, if you'll indulge me, I'd like to recite for you his most famous piece, his most famous poem, one I'm sure many of you could recite as well. It's called The Raven. While I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this, and nothing more." Distinctly I remember it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now to still the beating of my heart I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that scarcely I was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into that darkness peering long, I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting dreams no mortal ever dared dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, Lenore. This I whispered, and the echo murmured back the word, Lenore. Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at the window lattice. Let me see then what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and let this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady perched above a bust on my chamber door, perched on a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore, though thy crest be shorn and shaven, surely thou art no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on this night's Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, Much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast, upon the sculpted bust above his chamber door, with such a name as Nevermore. But the raven sitting lonely on this placid bust spoke only that one word, as if in that one word his soul he did outpour. Nothing farther than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, still I scarcely more than muttered, Other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. But the bird said,
Nevermore.
Startled at the stillness broken by reply so heavily spoken, doubtless, said I, what did others is his only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster till his song one burden bore, till his dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore of never, never more. But the raven still beguiling all my fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then upon the velvet sinking I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining with my head at ease, reclining on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er, but whose velvet lining on the lamplight gloating o'er she shall press nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer swung by seraphim whose footfalls tufted, tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee respite and nepenthe from the memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff this kind nepenthe and forget the lost Lenore. Quoth the raven,
Nevermore.
Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or tempest sent thee here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven,
Nevermore.
Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within that distant Aden it shall clasp a scented maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore. Quoth the raven,
Nevermore.
be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked upstarting, get thee back into the tempest in the night's plutonian token. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven,
Nevermore.
and the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid busted palace just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Oliver, for hearing us, and yes, thank you all for being here.
a journey now into Wonderland with Alice and the Cheshire Cat, the Mad Hatter, and all her quirky, bizarre friends. Yes?
At all, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't. And contrary-wise, what it is, it wouldn't. And what it wouldn't be, it would. Which way ought I to go? That depends on where you want to get to. I don't care which way. Then it doesn't matter which way you go. Twinkle, twinkle, little bat, how I wonder when you're out. Up above the world you fly, like a teacher in the sky. In the wonderland they lie, dreaming as the days go by, dreaming as the summers die, ever drifting down the stream, lingering in the golden gleam. Life, what is it but a dream? I sense there's something in the wind.
squeeze that gong in once, right? So this next one's a tango. It's called Tango de los Muertos. The band. There you go. When you're a stranger Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down, when you're strange. Faces come out of the rain when you're strange. No one remembers your name when you're strange. When you're strange. When you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, people come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. My name's Arthur. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. All right, yeah. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange, you know it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special treat for you. Boy, was it hot this year. If you are a dancing fool, love to dance but can't keep cool, never mind this idea that I got. When it gets too hot for comfort, you can't find ice cream cones. Ain't no sin to take off your skin and dance around in your bones. Syncopation, the music's haunting tones. Ain't no sin to take off your skin and dance around in your bones. Polar bears ain't green up in Greenland. They got the right idea. They think it's great to refrigerate while we all cremate down here. We like those bamboo babies in the South Sea tropic zones. Ain't no sin to take off your skin and dance around in your bones. Hey, you guys are great. We should hire you to be our backing band from now on. Giuseppe, the maestro, tickling those 88s. What a rare talent he is. We're calling up your sweetie on those hot-ass telephones. Ain't no sin to take off your skin and dance around in your bones. With looking syncopation, but the music's haunting tones. Ain't no sin to take off your skin and dance around in your bones. Notice the gals are the dancing. Look at the way they dress. They wear suit-in clothes without any hose, and nobody knows the rest. Gal wears extra dresses, shows everything she owns. Take no sin, take off your skin, dance around in your bones. Dance around in your bones. Dance around in your bones. Thank you, thank you. That's a fun one, isn't it? We need more Halloween songs like that.